I am back with another video, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about my colonoscopy experience. So, when my doctor told me that I was going to be going in for a colonoscopy, I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. And so the very first thing that I did was go on to YouTube to try to find some experience videos, people talking about their experience, and I found nothing. I did not find very much information at all. I was able to find some stuff in some forums on Reddit and that sort of thing, and of course lots of medical articles that I could read online, but nothing really in video form, which is the way that I like to take in my information. So I thought that I would go ahead and film my experience so that anyone else in the same situation looking for that sort of thing might be able to find it here on my channel. So I'm going to apologize before I get started for the background noise. My cat and my dog are playing and running through the house, and there's always some kind of chaos going on. If you guys have watched my vlogs, you know. So just try to ignore that and we'll get on with this video. So the reason why my doctor wanted me to go for a colonoscopy, because I'm quite young. I'm only 34. Typically, I think colonoscopies start being like a routine thing after 50? I don't really know. Not usually for someone my age. But because I've been having symptoms and pain, my doctor wanted to rule a bunch of stuff out. So back 8 months ago or so, I don't remember exactly, I had my gallbladder out. And I did film a gallbladder removal surgery experience video. I will link that up here after I had that. But the reason that my doctor was led to take my gallbladder out was because I was having lots of burning pain up under my right rib. I was having like spasming muscle crampy pain. And so they did whatever test they did. It was a while ago. I talked about it all in my videos back then. They found that I had gallstones, so they took out my gallbladder. Cool. I thought, great, I'm not going to have any more pain. Well, I was still having the exact same pain. So then my doctor had me do a bunch of other tests, and ultimately she decided she wanted me to have a colonoscopy. So she wrote me a little prescription for all of my bowel prep stuff and sent me on my way, and I was nervous. Every single thing that I read said that the bowel prep is worse than the procedure itself, and I agree with that 100%. I know there are a few different types of bowel prep that you can do. The one that my doctor recommended was a whole bunch of Miralax mixed with the Propel Fitness water and some laxatives. So she prescribed me the 4 little laxative pills. I was supposed to take those at 10 a.m. and then I was supposed to start drinking this solution that I mixed up at 11 a.m. the day before my procedure. So I took the 4 pills at 10 and I mixed everything up. It was a whole huge amount of Miralax. I could not believe how much Miralax that she wanted me to take, because my youngest son has Hirschsprung's disease and he has bowel issues, and so for a while he was on Miralax and it was like a teaspoon a day or something. No, this was a whole crap ton. So I was supposed to drink it over the course of however many hours. I wish that I had written everything down. I wanted to wait to film this video until after I got the results and everything back, but because of that, it's been a little while since I had this procedure. It was done at the beginning of the month. So I don't remember exactly how many ounces of Miralax it was. I don't remember exactly, you know, the time frame. I just remember drinking a whole lot of fluids, having a clear liquid diet that day, and basically spending my day on the toilet. So, you know, you take the laxative, you drink the stuff, and took for me a little while for things to get moving. I know it's for some people it's like instantaneous. I had some people recommend that I actually drink the liquid on the toilet, but it was a bit of a delay for me. It was a couple hours, and I remember thinking like, oh my god, what if this doesn't work? It worked, okay? It just took a little bit. So Once the stuff started moving through me and I was in the bathroom a lot, I was very, very grateful that I had wet wipes. I will say, get wet wipes, and also don't make my mistake. Get some Vaseline or some kind of something, diaper rash cream, whatever, because basically what I was expelling was just liquid, and there was a lot of wiping and it was a little sore. Let's just put it that way. There's no way to talk about colonoscopies without the TMI factor. I apologize for that, but it's a lot of trips to the bathroom, it's a lot of wiping, and things got a little sore. So yeah, it was like basically 8 hours of diarrhea. I don't know how else to say it. It was unpleasant. I did not find that I had a lot of cramping or pain or anything like that. I also didn't have an appetite that day, so that made the, you know, no solid food things manageable. Your mileage may vary there. I don't know how you're gonna feel, but I definitely wasn't hungry. So drinking the liquid all day, being on the toilet all day, dealing with the raw soreness, I guess is the best way to describe it. It was pretty miserable. At first, when I started going to the bathroom, I was like, this isn't so bad. Why do people complain about this? But as the day progressed, it definitely got bad. Towards the end of the evening, I was like begging for it to just stop. And then to make matters worse, they wanted me an hour before bedtime to do a Fleets enema, just to make sure everything was good and cleaned out. And honestly, that was the worst for me because there was lots of cramping and lots of pain with that particular exercise. So that was no fun. And then I got to the point where I was about to go to bed and I was kind of terrified that I was going to basically shit myself overnight, okay? But luckily that didn't happen. Everything was flushed out before I went to sleep. I was able to get a good night's sleep. And then I was up bright and early for my colonoscopy the next day. The great thing about colonoscopies, at least through my doctor, is that she schedules all her colonoscopies first thing in the morning. So I did not have to be starving to death waiting until 5 o'clock in the evening to have my procedure done, because they wouldn't let me eat after midnight. My procedure was scheduled for, I think, 6:30 in the morning. Or no, my procedure was scheduled for like 8:30 in the morning. So, you know, you get up. I immediately went to the surgical center of the hospital and I was able to get that taken care of. So they put an IV in. They gave me lots of fluids because I needed to give a urine sample and I didn't know that. And so I didn't have to pee when I first got there. So they gave me lots of fluids so that I could pee into a cup. I did that, and anesthesiology came and talked to me. They asked me a lot of questions like, have you ever had a bad experience with anesthesia before? Anybody in your family? Blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. They told me what to expect. I was under a twilight sedation, which meant that I was asleep, but not like fully under. Cool. They took me back to the procedure room. I laid on my left side. They injected whatever it was that put me to sleep, and the next thing I knew, I woke up and everything was over. So the procedure itself was no big deal. You literally sleep through it. I don't know if some people are maybe awake for it. I know that I wasn't. I imagine that if you're awake for it, it might be pretty terrible, but I was asleep. So the colonoscopy experience itself was easy peasy, no problems. I woke up in recovery and everything was gravy. I was able to eat some cookies and drink some juice, and that was great. In terms of recovery, literally everything went back to normal. I did not have any biopsies or anything of that sort. Basically it was just, she took the camera in there, looked around, snapped some pictures, and got out of there. There was no need for any kind of biopsies or anything. So if you have biopsies or polyps removed or anything like that, you may find that recovery is different, but for me, it was just everything went back to normal. I was able to eat and drink regularly. It did take a few days for my bowels to kick back in. I didn't have a bowel movement for I think 3 or 4 days, and I know by the end of like the 3rd day I was starting to get worried, like what's going on, but everything was perfectly fine after that. Everything is back to normal now. I went in for my results today and she said everything was completely normal. Nothing in that area is what's causing me my pain. I am now going to be going for a different kind of scan to check my ducts to see if I maybe have gallstones there. I don't know exactly. I haven't scheduled that yet. I'm waiting for a call from the hospital so that I can schedule that and find out exactly what it is. But the colonoscopy didn't show anything. So basically I went through all that for nothing, except for peace of mind. You know, at least I know that that's not a problem. So overall, I definitely agree with what everyone says, that a colonoscopy is really no big deal other than the prep. The prep sucks. Drinking the liquid wasn't bad. It didn't taste bad. I mixed mine with Propel fitness water. That's what my doctor recommended. I know some people do Gatorade. It tasted fine, went down real easy. But yeah, definitely be prepared to spend the day on the toilet, have lots of reading material or whatever. Be prepared with wet wipes, definitely. Some sort of ointment for your sore bum, because it's going to happen. And that's really it. So that was my colonoscopy experience. I apologize if this wasn't super helpful, but like I said, I wanted to put something out there because there was really nothing when I went looking. So I wanted to share my experience with you guys. If you are watching this, I'm going to assume that you're going for a colonoscopy very soon, and I want to wish you lots of good luck. I promise you it's really not that bad. And I pray that your results come back really good and there's nothing to worry about. So thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if this was helpful. Again, I apologize for the TMI factor, but when you're talking colonoscopies, there's really no way around it. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.